Sheppey Unsigned, live and stripped down, only on Sheppey FM. Your station, your music, your right. Okay, so it's 22 minutes past 10. Hello, Dean.
Hello, how are you doing?
I'm great, how are you doing?
Yeah, not bad, thank you.
So you are from which band?
I'm from Floreat.
Okay, that's quite hard to pronounce.
Like, literally everyone I've told about the band cannot pronounce a name, and it's why I've chosen it.
Well, that's a bit mean. Why that way?
I like to be awkward.
Oh, okay.
And obviously, to get the message out there, I should be being more on the easy on people, but that's just not the way I roll, so.
That's not very nice, is it?
Not really. No.
Was it a group decision, or did you just make up that band name?
To be honest, I made it up, and because I started as a solo project, and then I gradually got more people on board. So.
Did you not like being on your own?
I don't like being on my own. It's boring. I like being around people, making lots of noise.
Okay, so you're going to play a couple of tracks for us.
I am indeed, yeah.
Are they off an EP at all?
Yeah, they're off an EP. Well, most of them are anyway. They're off our new EP that we've just released called The Outsider, which is out now on like the internet somewhere.
Brilliant. What tracks? What two tracks are you going to play for us?
I'm gonna play Clicks and 18 again.
Okay, so whenever you're ready.
Okay. I'm an outsider wishing to break in. You're never gonna accept me. We wear the same clothes, but you think I'm different. I'm not the same as you, and I don't want to be. I hold it in, bite my tongue, don't let it out, might just run away. I'm not a child, I know what I'm doing, but I keep my mouth shut. Save me. My heart is beating, my lungs are struggling, crazy. Now I put up with this, now you're pushing me to the brink. I hold it in, bite my tongue, don't let it out, I might just run away. I'm not a child, I know what I'm doing, but I keep my mouth shut. Leave me alone, I'm so tired. Give me some space, don't cross the line. Go away, I don't need you around, I'm not okay. Someone save me, someone hold me, someone save me, someone hold me, someone save me, This song's called 18 Again. There's always quiet ones. Gotta watch they say. That's what they say. I can't help being the way I am. Just got nothing to say. So stop pressurizing me into doing something I don't want to do. Just let me chill out on my own. Be by myself. Sometimes I wish I was 18 again. No responsibility, no bills to pay. You don't even look at me when I walk through the door. I don't look the same as you, but it's not my fault. You don't even look at me when I walk through the door. I don't look the same as you. And I know I won't be the one to break through. And I know I won't be the one.
Oh, you did hit the guitar at the end again. Why does everyone do that?
It's just a, I don't know, like a satisfaction thing.
Like it's finished now, people.
Yeah.
Tap.
Yeah, exactly. It might irritate some people, but I like it.
It doesn't irritate, I just find it funny.
Yeah, it's, I don't know, I've always done it. I suppose it signals the end of the song.
Do you do that on stage as well?
Yeah. The thing is, like, with our songs, like, there are a lot of sort of breaks and then it builds up again. So when we play on stage, like, a lot of the time people think our songs are finished and they're actually not, so...
So you get that awkward half a round of applause, like,
yeah,
is it
you get
finished?
a half a round of applause and then like it builds back up and then people are surprised. I think we did a show on Saturday and actually I did actually sort of speak into the microphone and say, actually it's not finished yet, so like hold off the applause for a moment sort of thing, which is probably the wrong thing to do, but I just want people to sort of expect a bit more, you know?
Yeah,
So,
yeah, it's like not a minute long.
yeah. That's the thing, our songs are only like a couple of minutes long, so it's, I don't know, but then they don't really follow a verse, chorus, verse structure either, so most of the time.
So what made you pick those two songs to sing first?
They're the first two songs off the EP. It's as simple as that. No,
Chronological.
no really cool story or anything.
So what's the EP called?
It's called The Outsider.
And people can get it from?
Floreat.bandcamp.com. So yeah, it's free to download as well.
That's always good.
Yeah, but if people do want to pay more, they can as well. I think it's like an important option to do, because some people want to support musicians, and if you don't give them that option to pay, then sort of you're chopping your feet off, basically. You're cutting your nose to spite your face, sort of
Yeah,
thing.
why would you turn down money?
Yeah, exactly. I've known it to happen though. Yeah.
So what made you form the band in the first place? Have you always been in bands?
To be honest, sort of and sort of not really. I was in a band for years, and then we, like, about a year ago or so, we started gigging, and then we changed our name, and then this Floreat thing was always like a little solo project. Like, it was just to build my confidence and stuff like that. And then gradually I got more members in, then I stopped doing it for a while, then I restarted it and got some different members in, and it's kind of, the way it is now is kind of stuck. We've gone through like sort of stylistic changes where we started off quite heavy, and then we went sort of almost like indie pop, and now we've gone back to sort of being, I don't know, like emo, I guess is the best way to describe it.
That's a great way to describe things.
Yeah.
Bringing back the emo.
Yeah, exactly.
So who of the other members of the band? Because obviously I know they're not here to introduce themselves, but you can.
I can introduce them. So obviously it's me on vocals and guitar, Andy Beck on bass and backing vocals, and Chris Johnson on drums.
But obviously you said your bass player's currently...
He's currently in Germany, so we're temping. We've got a temp bass player in at the moment.
How's that working?
He's doing a good job, to be fair, so can't fault him.
It's
And
always good.
even if it was rubbish, the fact that someone's willing to sort of step in and play essentially someone else's songs is kind of ungrateful.
So has he been gigging with you?
Yeah, well, he's the vocalist of my other band, Paper Friend, as well. So like,
You knew him already then.
yeah, so he kind of already knows the songs, and yeah, it's, yeah.
So where do you get the lyrical inspiration for the songs?
Well, this EP, The Outsider, is like sort of it's a semi-concept EP, so it's about like a person, like a non-specific person that wants to sort of stand out from the crowd and do things their own way, and which sort of relates to me, I suppose. Like, I don't like being the sort of the sheep that follows the herd. I want to be like the black sheep that sort of does his own thing, and people accept what he does, sort of thing. So it's like the whole EP is really based around that.
So standing up for yourself.
Yeah, basically like being yourself generally. Yeah.
So you're not a hipster then, no?
I don't know really. I've got
Got a hipster haircut.
a hipster haircut and growing my beard out, so I don't know. Maybe.
Are you going to make it sparkly for Christmas?
I don't know. Might be. I'll surprise people.
So have you got any gigs coming up this side of Christmas, or is it?
Unfortunately not. We're done for the year now. We've got one in mid-January in London.
Oh, where are you playing in London?
At a place called Tea Chances. It's basically, I got close to this promoter called Andy Cavendish. Like, he gave my other band like a lot of gigs, and even though they weren't all great, he sort of stood by us. So, sort of repaying him by going up there to perform at his venue.
That's always a good though,
Yeah.
because it helps you out. Have you been looking for management, or is that not something you want for this band?
To be honest, I think I'm okay doing it myself for now. But I don't know. I think if we get a bit bigger, then it would have to come into consideration. Obviously, like, my other half sort of advises me on stuff as well. So I sort of always ask a couple of people before I sort of get gigs, or if I want to go in a certain direction or whatever. So I think maybe in the future management is a possibility. I think once you get to a certain level, you kind of need someone else to guide you anyway.
But would you want management that allowed you to still stay with the whole DIY side of it?
Yeah, I'd love to do it. I recorded the EP at home, so in my home studio, and yeah, I think I'd want them to accept the fact that we are pretty much a DIY band.
So with the EP, is it really mastered, or has it still got that live effect to it?
I think I'd say actually it's probably quite mastered, as you put it, because I don't know. Like, I tracked everything separately, so there's no really live feel to it. So, there is a live feel to it because it's quite energetic, but it was all tracked separately. So I suppose there is that studio sort of feel to it mostly as well. So.
Does that come across when you're like between the studio EP and playing live? Is there a distinct difference, or does it
I think
flow
they sound
easily?
pretty similar, to be honest. I think obviously I recorded all the parts, so but when we play live, like the other members play the parts as they are on records. So.
Do you ever get annoyed if they make a mistake?
No, it's live music, isn't it? Things go wrong, you know. I used to get annoyed at stuff like that, but I try not to now.
Do you have an on-stage ritual that you have to do?
Well, we've got a dress code. We wear just like sort of like smart casual, I suppose, like suit jackets and stuff like that. I think image is so important. I'm just going to make myself a bit more comfortable.
Yeah, you are leaning back on the chair, which is kind of funny.
Just walked into there we go. Yeah, so like image is so important because I think it makes you look like you're taking your band seriously for a start. And I think if people look at you and think, oh, they look cool or whatever, they're more likely to listen to you live.
So, do you think then, like, the places like the X Factor and The Voice have got it right because they're judging on looks, or do you think it should still be about the sound first?
Oh yeah, no, of course it should be about the sound. I mean, that's a different kettle of fish, the X Factor and The Voice, but I think it's first and foremost most about the sound, but if you can get eyes on your band in whatever way you can, I think you should go for it. I mean, obviously don't do anything ridiculous, but if you've got like really good lighting, or if you do a bit of a stage show, you know,
It adds to it.
I'm all for it, yeah.
So what about the EP cover? How did that come about?
Well, basically, I went to like this art and open mic night thing, and I met someone called Zoe Milne, and I was saying to her, oh yeah, I'll get you to sort of design one of my EP covers for me. She probably thought I was being a bit flippant, and then I actually emailed her, and it, we sort of just came to something. We we both had like a similar outlook on sort of how it wanted to go down and stuff. I sent her a couple of drafts of her, like she designed the actual sort of main image, and I put something together in Photoshop where like I put like our band logo and obviously the name of the EP on it, and I sent her a couple of drafts, and then yeah, it was a good process really, because I've always done stuff like that myself, but it was nice to get someone else's perspective, and it's something that like her initial idea was something I would never have thought of, so
It works for in the best for you.
yeah, and it's a really good EP cover as well, because it's like, I think iconic's the wrong word because we're a local band, but it definitely stands out. So
Would you be releasing it on a hard format?
I would like to, yeah. I think it depends how much sort of demand we get for it. What I don't want to do is get, I don't know, 200 copies pressed and then have 190 left. But if the demand's there, yeah, absolutely.
What's your personal opinion on downloading versus hard copies?
Personally, I prefer CDs, but you have to go with the times, I'm afraid. I mean, I've got an Apple Music account, so
Don't we all?
yeah, exactly. But you have to do it. It's just the way things are going, and like, even though the bands only get a small amount from the streams, they still get an amount, which is better than illegally downloading, I guess. So
Yeah, at least the musicians are still getting something.
yeah, even if it's a nominal amount. I think they make most of their money from like live stuff anyway. So
obviously you wrote all these tracks.
yeah.
When it comes to your future tracks, are you writing as a band, or is it still very much your baby?
It's sort of somewhere in between, to be honest. I mean, we've already written a couple of new songs, and we've got a couple of songs that didn't make this EP that we're working on to sort of go on the next one. So, but that's very much in the infancy, really. It's in the really early stages. We're still very much concentrating on The Outsider at the moment.
And getting it played, I'm assuming.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, just giving it out to people and sort of playing the songs off it. Like, you know, just in a live environment and just enjoying the whole process. I think that's the most important thing. If you don't enjoy it, what's the point? So,
what's your favourite part of being like a musician or in a band?
I don't know. I mean, I've never really been like a natural vocalist. I really enjoy playing guitar, like just like making up new chords and stuff. I don't really play like, I don't know, I'm somewhere between a rhythm and a lead guitarist.
Somewhere in the middle zone.
Yeah. But then, like, obviously I have to sing and play some of those parts as well, so it can be quite challenging, but in a good way.
So would you ever get another guitarist in to do lead, or
No.
all you?
No, it's got to be all me. I love playing guitar too much. I couldn't give someone else the parts. So they wouldn't be able to play them. Well, they probably would be able to play them right, but it's less satisfying than me playing them.
So what got your confidence up? You said you weren't too confident with your vocals before.
Yeah, well, I was just, honestly, I used to be a bit of a bad singer, and then it's just like practicing. I mean, there are better vocalists than me now, but I think I'm at a point where I can like play live shows and people think, yeah, they're quite a good band. I'll go listen to them or whatever. And it sounds really weird, but I'm better at singing when I play guitar than when I just singing on without an instrument.
So you don't sing in the shower?
No, it sounds awful. But I have to have a guitar to sing.
Yeah,
So
don't take that in the shower.
that's not a good idea.
So what's your personal favourite track?
It's a track called Berlin, which is about our bassist moving to Germany. And it's basically, like, the whole sort of idea of it is, like, I didn't want him to go, but actually you should, like, chase your dreams, like, even if it means sacrificing some things. I think it's got a really good meaning to it. So it's I used a part of the chorus from an old song I wrote in another band, but it was never used really, so I sort of used it for this song.
Pinched it for this one.
Yeah, but it fits so well. When you hear the song, you'd never know that it was originally in another song I wrote, sort of thing. It sounds really natural.
So between lyrics and obviously the music itself, the melody,
Yeah.
what would you say you prefer?
To be honest, I prefer like playing the music. Like it comes more naturally to me. So
When you're listening to it as well, do you listen to the music more than you do the lyrics?
I used to. I used to think vocals didn't really matter that much, but I don't know. I think I try and take it all in equally now. To be honest, I do. But obviously, if I listen to a song, the first thing I notice is like a guitar riff or a bass riff or something. But I try and take it in as a whole package. But I do tend to break stuff down too much as well. So I tend to over-criticise when it comes to listening to other people's work. But then I'm the same with my own stuff. So
Do you sometimes find yourself getting too critical, or
yeah. I think all musicians do, to be honest.
try and just get that perfection, isn't it?
Yeah, you try and get this perfect sound, and actually you can spend hours making something perfect, and then you get someone to listen to it, and it's absolutely rubbish. So it's sometimes it's just best to go with, like, if you come up with something that sounds like just naturally comes to you, it's best to just go with it. I always think if it takes you too long to sort of work with an idea, it's not really worth working with in the first place. So.
How do ideas come to you? Do they just come randomly, or do you have to sit and think about it?
No, they just come randomly. I can just be like driving, and then I'll have already written a song in my head, and I kind of have to try and remember sort of roughly how it goes, and then which is sort of easier said than done, really. But yeah, sometimes it works out, sometimes it doesn't. But the good ideas always stay. So
as long as you don't get an idea whilst you're middle of performing.
No, it's not happened yet.
Because that could be really awkward.
It could be really awkward, but it ain't happened yet. So all's good so far.
So obviously you were doing this as a solo project.
Yeah.
Do you think the band helps give it a bigger sound?
Definitely, yeah. I mean, obviously I deliberately kept it as a three-piece because I want, like, main influences, I suppose, are like Biffy Clyro, who are a three-piece, or they at least were. think they're a 5-piece now, but they I wanted that sort of simplistic sound, like just one of each, like one bass, one guitar, one drum sort of thing, but then where each of us could show off as well. So
you got time to show off.
yeah, exactly.
Do you all like to show off a little bit then?
I don't know about the drummer so much, but our bassist definitely loves to show off, so he's always showing off.
Well, you both get to stand at the front, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
Do you ever fight for the middle spot?
No, we know our roles. we know what we're doing. I think I consider myself, obviously it was my solo project, so I consider myself to be the band leader, and everyone else is pretty good about that. They sort of, obviously I want the whole band to have a say, but generally I suppose I sort of have the final say, I suppose.
Yeah, it's your baby, it's your project.
Yeah, but it works, so it's the most important thing.
Okay, so you're going to play 2 more songs, was it?
Yeah, 2 more songs.
Are these the next 2 on the EP, or have you chosen different ones?
I've chosen one different one. I've chosen Berlin, which is the song I was just saying about, and a song called So Far From The Truth, which was cut from the EP at the last minute.
Oh, how come?
Don't know, I just didn't think it worked with the other songs, so we are going to use it in the future. It's just we're working on it a bit more, and just going to save it for something more appropriate.
So maybe another EP.
Yeah, that's the plan. Why did you go away? We all wanted you to stay. You wanted to follow your dreams, and we want you to succeed. See why you went away. England's had its day. I've got hopes and dreams as well. For a long time he's wanted this. I see him rise from the abyss of life. For a second I've doubted him, but as a friend I want him to succeed. For our lives, friendships will survive. For our lives, and friendships will survive. For our lives, friendships will survive. I know that you wanna leave. Right now it's easy to see how much you needed to start again. Given everything up, leaving your life to chance, but you really need a scene that's fresh. For a long time he's wanted this. See him rise from the abyss always wanted this. We'll see him rise from the abyss of life for a second. I doubted him, but as a friend I wanted to succeed. For our lives, friendships will survive. For our lives, the friendships will survive. For our lives, friendships will survive.
There's that tap.
It's that tap again.
And so this one you're about to play isn't on the EP, is it?
It's not on the EP. Primed for a future release. Song's called So Far From the Truth. Come out of the basement and be yourself. Free yourself, put your own life on the shelf. Escape from your old ways, don't hesitate. Just find a way to live the rest of your days without a feeling of obligation to do whatever's best, your imitation. Life's just a fantasy. All the things you say to me are so far from the truth. There's no sense in you at all. Take time away from your easy life. You're flying by, you think that you're a knight. Put a little something to your pastimes. Take time away from your easy life without a feeling of obligation to do whatever's past your imitation. But life's just a fantasy. All the things you say to me are so far from the truth. There's no sense in you at all. Na 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 na. Na 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 na. Na 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 na. Na 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 na. Take time away from your easy life. Take time away from your easy life. Take time away from your easy life. Take time away from your easy life.
I was waiting for a tap. You almost caught me then.
I like to surprise people.
Okay, so how comes I didn't want to make the EP?
Just the sort of subject matter, really. I don't think it fitted with the rest of the EP. And it is an acoustic song, actually, as well. So
that is played exactly how you just played it?
Pretty much, yeah. I did actually modify it a little bit. I didn't strum as much as I normally did, but it just felt right, you know?
Yeah.
But it'll probably go on the next one, to be honest.
So if people want to find your band, where can they look?
Oh, we've got loads of stuff. We've got Facebook, we've got Twitter, we've got an official website. So
You're everywhere.
Pretty much, yeah. We've got YouTube. We tend to sort of not use that so much. But yeah, we've got SoundCloud, Bandcamp.
All of it.
Pretty much, yeah.
There's a lot of links to try and remember if you ever need to read them out.
Yeah, exactly. I just tend to not. Usually, most of it is like Floreat band or just Floreat on its own. So usually, if you type these things into the search engines, they come up anyway. So
that's not too bad then.
Yeah.
So you're quite easy to find online.
I'd say so. Yeah. Yeah. I think the website really helps because obviously it gives us like sort of search engine optimization. We sort of tend to come up on the first page. So.
Is that where people can see? Do you put your gig listings on there as well?
Yeah, when I remember to update it, yeah.
So this is why you need a manager.
This is why I need a manager. But, you know, I work 6 days a week as well, so I try and sort of be naughty and do all this stuff while I'm doing my shifts at work.
Should you be saying that on the radio?
Well, my boss probably isn't listening, so I don't really care.
More for you if he is, that's all I'm going to say.
Yeah, oh well.
Okay, so thank you for coming in.
That's alright, no worries.
I hope you enjoyed your time here.
Yeah, it was good fun actually.
And I hope your other bandmates were listening.
Yeah, they should have been. Might fire them if not.
Well, that's nice. That's really lovely, isn't it? No, right. So thank you, and I will get all your links up online so people can find you a little bit easier.
Excellent.
Hashtag Sheppey Unsigned.
Bringing you the best mix of music.
Local radio by local people. Your community radio station.
This is Sheppey FM.